Zealand was rocked by a 6.1 magnitude earthquake today as the nation reels from a devastating cyclone. The quake was centered around the capital of Wellington on the North Island shortly after 7:30 p.m. local time. The earthquake hit on Wednesday evening, credit GeoNet. It struck at a depth of 48 kilometers with the epicenter 50 kilometers from the town of Paraparaumu, government seismic monitor GeoNet said. It classed the quake as strong after it hit the islands with a sudden jolt, followed by up to 30 seconds of shaking. New Zealand's Civil Defence Agency said, "A big shake there." There were no immediate reports of damage, and no tsunami warning has been issued. But terrified residents reported feeling the ground shaking, comparing it to a convoy of giant trucks rolling by. Other Kiwis described the quake as massive and scary. David Haxton told the New Zealand Herald, "It was like a freight train hurtling past our house. My wife, our 2 kids, and I quickly gathered under a doorway and waited for the shaking to subside. It felt like it lasted for about 30 seconds. Everyone's heartbeats were racing. The family dog was more interested in the food on our dinner plates as we scampered to the doorway." One flight from Auckland to Wellington was stopped from landing after the quake. The captain reportedly told passengers, "As if a cyclone wasn't enough, Wellington has now been struck by a moderate quake." It comes a day after New Zealand declared a national state of emergency due to widespread flooding and damage from tropical cyclone Gabrielle. The powerful cyclone cut a trail of destruction across the North Island this week, leaving at least 4 people dead, and thousands displaced. New Zealand lies on the seismically active Ring of Fire, a huge arc of volcanoes and ocean trenches covering much of the Pacific Ocean. An earthquake in Christchurch on the South Island in 2011 killed 185 people and destroyed thousands of homes. People wading through flood waters in the city of Napier on the North Island, credit AFP. At least 4 people have died after the cyclone smashed into New Zealand, credit AFP.